Never stop dreaming. Never stop dreaming. Never stop dreaming. Never stop dreaming. Never stop dreaming.
Hello, everyone, and welcome into the Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show, which is sponsored by Roush Coleman Homes. The 19th season starting off in Texas, and joining us, Lauren Montgomery, the head man of the Bixby Spartans. Lauren, what a way to start it out, going south.
Yeah, absolutely. A fun trip down south, a good way to get 2019 kicked off, and I think a fun trip for both our players, parents, managers, trainers, coaches, everybody that made the trip down south, and we were happy to come away with a win.
Call it the border brawl. There's several high schools involved, obviously, from around the Tulsa metro area, playing down there against the Mansfield schools. And I know, without getting into too much about it, how'd that come about again?
A few years ago, their athletic director, Philip O'Neill, called several of us up here, and specifically us and Jinx, because we were Under Armour schools, wanting to partner for a border brawl matchup to see if we have any interest. And so we met and we started throwing some ideas up against the wall. And sure enough, we decided that last year all 5 of their schools were going to come up, and then this year all 5 of ours were going to go down there. And for me personally, and I think our staff and our kids, we really enjoy it because it gives us a point of reference in Texas football. And you know, Texas football, especially around the Dallas area, the Mecca, it gives us a way to kind of follow their scores and open up the Dallas Morning News on Saturday morning and have a point of reference for us.
Yeah, kind of a neat way as well for people to go down to the games. You're not far. The stadiums are very close to one another where they hold these games. So starts out a success. We'll get into that with some highlights coming up. But a lot of preparation, obviously, before every game. But you have the summer to get ready. You got your practice leading up to heading on to Texas. And let's talk about your practice players of the week.
Yeah, gosh, we got a couple of really good guys that have been practicing really well all season long. In fact, we've got a lot of guys that have been practicing well. But this week, we would like to recognize Luke Krieger as one of our practice players of the game. In fact, he was our practice player captain, as well as sophomore Connor Reagan, inside linebacker that I think is going to have a great career for us. Is doing some really good stuff. So those two guys doing an excellent job for us, practicing well, making us better, and I think we see the fruits of their labor on Friday nights.
All right, Chick-fil-A is our sponsor for our practice players of the week. The Spartans taking on the Mansfield Timberwolves from Timberview. We'll have first half highlights when we come back. The Bixby Football Coaches Show is brought to you by Roush Coleman Homes, improving quality of life, one home at a time. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Primo Mitsubishi, where the value always exceeds price. Midwest Sporting Goods, put some Midwest best on you. Nowlin Orthodontics, live life smiling. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love for the game. Doc's Country Mart, check us out at okcountrymart.com. BTC Broadband, stay connected with us. Billings Construction Group, our service is unequaled. Matthews Ford, come get your Ford certified vehicle today. And by Baker Pools.
For most buyers nowadays, energy efficiency is one of the top things on their list. At Roush Coleman, it's a top priority for us, and our customers are able to live in one of the most energy efficient new homes built. As a result of that, you're going to see that those utility bills are less than anything else you're going to see with a used home or an apartment that you live in.
Well, it's been a busy day of college football. Let's get caught up on the action. First up, Alabama. This play right here shows what eating chicken will do for you. Lots of broken tackles here. It's the chicken.
No idea what you're talking about.
Joey Galloway is here with chicken predictions.
My what?
Touchdown chicken.
Okay, are we filming right now?
Chicken, 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 chicken.
What is going on?
I don't know. Oh, that was weird.
New management.
Start your game day with the new Hash Brown Scramble Bowl from Chick-fil-A.
Henry Primo for Primo Mitsubishi. We're proud to be a sponsor of Bixby football. I hope you'll show your support of Coach Montgomery and the team. They're champions just like we are at Primo Mitsubishi. So come see me, Primo Mitsubishi, 15309 South Memorial, Bixby.
I've been a proud patient of Dr. Ryan Nallens for the past 5 years with my kids. He really only treats when it's time and he's ready. We came back later and he put braces on my son who just got them off last week. His teeth look amazing.
Now in orthodontics, we're different. I think the first thing you notice when you walk in the door is going to be an energy and enthusiasm and of a team that really loves what we do and we like to have fun every day.
Well, the Spartans head down to Texas, taking on Mansfield Timberview, the Timberwolves, the team that you played last year, Lauren, at home at Lee Snyder Field. And we knew they were talented. I believe at least 11 kids have Division I offers. You know that all their skill guys can really fly.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they had 18 starters back off last year's team that made it 3 rounds deep into the playoffs. Got beat by eventual state champion Highland Park, and so of those 18 guys, 11 have Division I offers, and so just putting the film in, the speed of their defense, the speed of their skill guys just was amazing, and so we knew we had our work cut out for us.
Overall, your offense, though, brought more big plays. We'll get into the highlights here in a second. And, of course, you have Brennan Presley, who had all the big plays you could ever want in one game.
Yeah, no, I heard a lot of guys talking about video game stats and that sort of thing. I think Brennan had 17 catches for 260 yards and 6 touchdowns. And, you know, we were fortunate enough to catch him in man coverage early in the game quite a bit, and that gave Brennan some room because he's pretty hard to cover in man coverage. And Mason was just dropping dimes out there, and so it was good to get those guys on the same page. Had a lot of other receivers really step up and have big nights. I thought Luke Krieger, you know, really for his first full-time start, over 100 yards receiving, I thought was big. And, of course, Trevin Holt and Bear Daniel and some of those guys really contributing, doing good stuff.
A lot of weapons. Let's take a look at the first half highlights. The Spartans in Mansfield taking on the Timberview Timberwolves.
Coming out with the kickoff here, and they put some pretty talented guys back to return the kicks. I thought Reese Vernon did a great job. I think all of his kickoffs were actually in the end zone, but in Texas, as you know, they can run it out. So our kickoff coverage unit doing a really good job right there. You'll see Owen DeWoody and Mason Van Pelt and Bear Daniel, a lot of guys gang tackling right there, and then a little fumble recovery by Carson Chambers on the missed exchange gave us great field position for a first score. Mason drops back and throws a corner route to Trevin Holt, and you know, just missed that right here. But Carson Chambers in our heavy jumbo package goes ahead and punches it in. Mason Van Pelt, you know, from the nose guard position, a senior, it means a lot too. Just playing his rear end off. Brody Sarton in on a tackle there, and you'll see a lot of guys for us, a lot of seniors that this thing means a lot to right there. Jordan Reagan, an Oklahoma State commit, catching a slant pass. And right here, we hit Alex Stadler on the bubble screen. He does a nice job getting to the outside. Alex, another one of those seniors that hadn't played a lot but really stepped up. And then once again, we hit Brennan right there on the bender, and he outruns everybody. Just a great route, a great throw, and great catch, you know, from those offensive guys. Brennan triggers right here on their bubble screen, beats a block, and then ends up having a tackle for a loss. So those tackles for a loss are really what our defense focuses on. Carson Chambers and Brody. And early in the year, you see a lot of special teams woes, you know, on both sides of the ball. Fortunately, Coach Suffol's done a good job getting our special teams ready there, and we were in position to take advantage of the bobbled snap. And then Mason connects with Brennan on an out route for a touchdown. One of Brennan's 6 right here. And we throw another little out route right here, and Brennan shakes loose of the first tackle, ends up picking up about 20 yards. And then Bear Daniel, senior outside linebacker, also does a great job on the offensive side of the ball. Good blocking up front right there. Caleb Townsend, Stephen Dreyer had a big night. A couple of guys that are really playing well on our offensive line. Caleb Townsend, new starter. Stephen Dreyer was a part-time starter last year, so it's good to have those guys. Mason doing a good job on the switch route right there, hitting Brennan, picking him up on the end zone, and right here, just excellent blocking. You'll see Bear Daniel out on the edge. Our wide receivers, they call it gooning. You'll see it again right here, Bear Daniel picking up a big block right here on the stretch play. Braylon Presley from the tailback position doing a good job of getting loose, and then we throw a hitch to Bear Daniel right here, just so solid. We know exactly what we're going to get out of Bear, and him being able to play both sides of the ball is really, really big. Brendan Presley over the middle, a little late with that ball, but caught him in man coverage, fortunately, and doing a good job. And look at the blocking down the field. Jordan Reagan, Alex Stadler, allowing us to get into the end zone. I thought the officials did a great job of letting our guys get out there and play. Owen DeWoody on a tackle for a loss right there, and then some of the special teams woes for the Timberwolves continue right there and give us great field position for another score. Right here we throw a little tunnel screen, getting a great block right there from Carson Chambers. Caleb Townsend right there allows Brendan to run the tunnel up underneath. Bear Daniel batting down the pass on the throw to the flats. Quarterback scrambles right here, does a really nice job. Brody Sarton showing off his athleticism. Bear Daniel in on the tackle. Bunch of seniors that have a lot of snaps under their belt. We get great pressure right there, which allows Trevin to make an interception. Trevin Holt had a big night as well. Coming out offensively, run the speed sweep to the field right there. You'll notice Hudson Guyver in his first start doing a good job picking up a great block to the field right there, a senior. Getting his first action. Really proud of some of those guys that are doing good stuff right there. Luke Krieger, another senior with his first start, had a big night, over 100 yards receiving. And they started really heating us up, and Coach Snyder had a great call right there with the screen pass, Braylon Presley into the end zone. And that'll take us to halftime, 49-26. So got a nice little lead at halftime, but Mansfield's shown that they can score pretty much any time that they want, and so we were not resting easy at halftime.
Yeah, a lot of fireworks in the first half. We'll take a look at the second half highlights coming up next.
For most buyers nowadays, energy efficiency is one of the top things on their list. At Roush Coleman, it's a top priority for us, and our customers are able to live in one of the most energy efficient new homes built. As a result of that, you're going to see that those utility bills are less than anything else you're going to see with a used home or an apartment that you live in.
Well, it's been a busy day of college football. Let's get caught up on the action. First up, Alabama. This play right here shows what eating chicken will do for you. Lots of broken tackles here. It's the chicken.
No idea what you're talking about.
Joey Galloway is here with chicken predictions.
My what?
Touchdown chicken.
Okay, are we filming right now?
Chicken, 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 chicken.
What is going on?
I don't know. Oh, that was weird.
New management.
Start your game day with the new Hash Brown Scramble Bowl from Chick-fil-A.
Henry Primo for Primo Mitsubishi. We're proud to be a sponsor of Bixby football. I hope you'll show your support of Coach Montgomery and the team. They're champions just like we are at Primo Mitsubishi. So come see me, Primo Mitsubishi, 15309 South Memorial, Bixby.
I've been a proud patient of Dr. Ryan Nallens for the past 5 years with my kids. He really only treats when it's time and he's ready. We came back later and he put braces on my son, who just got them off last week. His teeth look amazing.
Now in orthodontics, we're different. I think the first thing you notice when you walk in the door is going to be an energy and enthusiasm and of a team that really loves what we do, and we like to have fun every day.
On game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah, can I get one box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, Idaho. Tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate?
Nailed it!
Football's just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Well, it's a shootout down in Texas as the Spartans take on the Mansfield Timberwolves. In the halftime, though, your offense has put up nearly 500.
Yeah, no, very, very pleased at the way some of our guys are playing at halftime, doing some really good stuff, and felt like we had some good looks. So now the question at halftime was, how are our guys going to hold up? We're trying to keep those guys hydrated, cool them down, and then also what adjustments Coach Brown and his staff are going to make.
All right, let's take a look at the second half highlights as the Spartans in Mansfield, Texas.
Mansfield coming back out here, they had made some adjustments, and namely later on in the second half, they had put another quarterback in. Coach Brown said they may play up to 4 quarterbacks against us, and you'll see some of the missed execution there, but you'll also see some of our guys doing a good job making some plays. And so anyway, we hold them, and then Luke Krieger comes out and runs a great post pattern, and Mason connects with him on a big touchdown play. and I believe that's Trevin Holt coming up, making a great stick on number 9, their talented running back that's committed to Texas, on 4th down. We hit Brennan on a little slant route right there over the middle, and he does what he does, making a couple people miss. And just look at the physicality right there on the out route to Luke Krieger, picking up yards after catch, some hidden yardage. Right here we come back to Brennan Presley over the middle on a huge 3rd down conversion, and we go our jumbo package right here on 4th down, and great blocking right there out of Owen DeWoody, Brody Sarton, Trip Brown, some of those defensive guys get an opportunity, and then throw a great corner route into double coverage, but Brendan still is able to get up and make a play with an excellent placed ball. Luke Krieger on the kickoff return right here, once again, showing off his weight room strength. We like to call some of those plays like that weight room plays, when our guys, we feel like they're a little bit more physical, maybe they break a tackle or have an excellent block. Reese Vernon, one of the top punters and kickers right here in the country, does a good job of placing the ball down inside the 10, making it hard for the other team to go 90. Reese is doing a good job, really growing for somebody that hasn't played football in a long time. Tyler Parsons squeezing right there from his defensive end position, making a great tackle right here. And then you'll see Bear Daniel slowing him down, and then all the other troops rallying. I believe that's junior Devontae Owens getting in on that tackle from his corner position. Sophomore Connor Stacy. As the game went on, we had a lot of young guys really stepping in, because we had some guys cramping on the sidelines and having to rotate some players. And so it's good to see some of those young guys, juniors and sophomore guys, being able to step in and really make some big plays. Braylon Presley right there breaking a couple tackles on the inside zone play behind Chad Tenney, doing a good job. And then we hit Luke Krieger right there, and Luke just showing off his strength and physicality, picking up some extra yardage. And we come back right here to the jumbo Wildcat package, and Carson Chambers going back to his BYFA days when he was old number 71 at running back. Brody Sarton right there for a tackle for a loss, doing a really, really nice job. And then lots of white shirts right there, Trevin Holt, Carson Chambers, Bear Daniel right there on the sack. Got some guys really doing good stuff, and that'll bring us up to our final, and 77-47 was actually the score that was on the scoreboard. But going back through, and my bad, I probably should have caught it, and I learned a lot as a coach that I got to write down the scores and keep up with it. But their scoreboard operator gave them 7 instead of 6 on 3 of their touchdowns, and so went back into the stats and looked at it. So the final score actually 77-44.
Okay, that's something definitely you want to watch. And it was a little unorthodox down there, because the way their special teams was performing, I'm sure it would be easy to forget.
Well, no excuse for it really. I'm just surprised that we didn't catch it, but the one stat that makes the most difference, the head coach wasn't on top of, so I got to grow and get a little bit better. But some other stats, some great stats on the night. We had 34 first downs to Timberview's 20, 552 yards of total offense to Timberview's 562. Passing, we had 435 through the air. They had 236. Rushing, 117, a number that we really want to get up on our end. We want to be able to run the ball a little bit better, to Timberview's 326 on the ground. Like I mentioned before, minimal penalties in the game. We had 2 and they had 3, which is great to see early in the season, because sometimes those are sloppy. We turned the ball over twice, got to get that fixed this week, and Timberview turned the ball over 3 times. Passing, Mason Williams was 32 of 44 for 435 yards and 8 touchdowns. Just unbelievable numbers. Rushing, Braylon Presley had 13 totes for 51 yards. Mason pulled the ball down on a couple of zone reads, had 7 carries for 56 yards. Receiving, Brennan Presley, our leading receiver, with 17 catches for 237 and 6 touchdowns. Luke Krieger had 105 yards and a touchdown. Trevin Holt, 34 yards and a touchdown. Bear Daniel, 2 big receptions for 25 yards. Braylon Presley, a couple receptions for 17 yards. On the defensive side of the ball, Brody Sarton, our leading tackler back from last year, had 12 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss. Trevin Holt had 10 tackles, 1 interception. Bear Daniel, 9 tackles. Carson Chambers, 8 tackles. Owen DeWoody, 8 tackles, 3 tackles for a loss. Sacks, Carson Chambers had 1 big sack there. And so just a great team effort. Had a lot of guys stepping up, making big plays during the game, and super proud. And hopefully we make a big step from that game. We're getting ready to watch a film here shortly, and hopefully grow and make some progress from that.
Week 1 to week 2, usually a lot of improvement. By the way, stats brought to you by Primo Mitsubishi, but that seems to always be a theme that you get into your first game, then week 1 to week 2, you're going to see some differences.
Yeah, absolutely. I know it's cliche. You hear coaches talk about it all the time, but it's the truth. You'll see guys that maybe not a ton of playing experience that maybe make some real simple, easy corrections, and once you start to get some guys make some progress with that, it makes everything a lot easier for you.
All right, and the Jenks Trojans coming up next.
Yeah, absolutely. Over at their place, and it's never easy to play the Jenks Trojans over at their place, and you know they're coming off of another great year and a big win week 1 against Mansfield Legacy.
All right, coming back, we're going to have our Player of the Week.
For most buyers nowadays, energy efficiency is one of the top things on their list. At Roush Coleman, it's a top priority for us, and our customers are able to live in one of the most energy efficient new homes built. As a result of that, you're going to see that those utility bills are less than anything else you're going to see with a used home or an apartment that you live in.
Well, it's been a busy day of college football. Let's get caught up on the action. First up, Alabama. This play right here shows what eating chicken will do for you. Lots of broken tackles here. It's the chicken.
No idea what you're talking about.
Joey Galloway is here with chicken predictions.
My what?
Touchdown chicken.
Okay, are we filming right now?
Chicken, 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 chicken.
What is going on?
I don't know. Oh, that was weird.
New management.
Start your game day with the new Hash Brown Scramble Bowl from Chick-fil-A.
Henry Primo for Primo Mitsubishi. We're proud to be a sponsor of Bixby football. I hope you'll show your support of Coach Montgomery and the team. They're champions just like we are at Primo Mitsubishi. So come see me, Primo Mitsubishi, 15309 South Memorial, Bixby.
I've been a proud patient of Dr. Ryan Nallon's for the past 5 years with my kids. He really only treats when it's time and he's ready. We came back later and he put braces on my son who just got them off last week. His teeth look amazing.
Now in orthodontics, we're different. I think the first thing you notice when you walk in the door is going to be an energy and enthusiasm and of a team that really loves what we do, and we like to have fun every day.
Our Player of the Week sponsored by Nallon Orthodontics. And I'm here with senior defensive end Tyler Parsons. Tyler, welcome to the show.
Excited to be here.
All right, week 1 out of the gate, a success. How'd you like the road trip overall?
Oh, it was long, but I mean, it was fun. Worth it whenever we got the win.
Well, opening up in Texas against the team that obviously you guys saw last year, a really talented team. What was it like being out there just getting the game started?
Oh, yeah, the players all throughout the team was tough. It was fast, big, aggressive. I mean, but whenever we got through it, teamwork makes the dream work, and then get the win.
Yeah, I've heard that one before, and definitely with you guys, you work hard over the summer. I mean, that's a common thread. And with you, Tyler, you're a guy as a senior. You get your shot here. You had 4 tackles, 1 for loss in that game. Tell me about it.
Yeah, it was senior year is pretty big, and then we have a bunch of seniors step up. But I mean, just being out there, it's a whole different atmosphere, and so just glad to be a part of this team and everything.
How much does the conditioning help you guys when we talk about spa? And I know that's definitely something we talk about with everybody here. What a difference that makes for you guys.
Oh yeah, conditioning is very important for us at Texas. That Texas team, first quarter it was pretty big. They were aggressive and everything, but as the game went on, it showed who had the most conditioned, and so yeah.
Now I know because I remember you from youth football. You've been at this a while at defensive end. And talk about that, how much better you've gotten from elementary school now to this point, how much you've learned.
Yeah, the coaches help us. With the new D-line coach, Coach Tim Holt, he's been helping me a lot this few months that he's been here. And so, yeah, just these new techniques that I'm learning, it's really helping me against these better guys.
All right, well, you've got a great season ahead of you. You got Jenks up next. And how much are you looking forward not only to Jenks, but the rest of this great schedule?
Oh yeah, it's a good rivalry against Jenks, and so we're just gonna have to get prepared and everything. It's gonna be fun, just seeing this film and everything. It's gonna be fun.
All right, Tyler, well, good luck the rest of the year. Tyler Parsons is our now an orthodontics player of the week. We'll come back and talk about youth football next.
For most buyers nowadays, energy efficiency is one of the top things on their list. At Roush Coleman, it's a top priority for us, and our customers are able to live in one of the most energy efficient new homes built. As a result of that, you're going to see that those utility bills are less than anything else you're going to see with a used home or an apartment that you live in.
Well, it's been a busy day of college football. Let's get caught up on the action. First up, Alabama. This play right here shows what eating chicken will do for you. Lots of broken tackles here. It's the chicken.
No idea what you're talking about.
Joey Galloway is here with chicken predictions.
My what?
Touchdown chicken.
Okay, are we filming right now?
Chicken, 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 chicken.
What is going on?
I don't know. Oh, that was weird.
New management.
Start your game day with the new Hash Brown Scramble Bowl from Chick-fil-A.
Henry Primo for Primo Mitsubishi. We're proud to be a sponsor of Bixby football. I hope you'll show your support of Coach Montgomery and the team. They're champions just like we are at Primo Mitsubishi. So come see me, Primo Mitsubishi, 15309 South Memorial, Bixby.
I've been a proud patient of Dr. Ryan Nallon's for the past 5 years with my kids. He really only treats when it's time and he's ready. We came back later and he put braces on my son, who just got them off last week. His teeth look amazing.
Now in orthodontics, we're different. I think the first thing you notice when you walk in the door is going to be an energy and enthusiasm and of a team that really loves what we do, and we like to have fun every day.
My name is Abigail Bailey. I was at my yearly checkup when I was 12, and we went and got x-rays, and she diagnosed me with scoliosis and that we needed surgery as soon as possible.
Tulsa Bone and Joint was very compassionate. They took their time with us. They answered questions. He was very encouraging.
Dr. Clark helped me see that there is life after spinal fusion. Just because your spine is fused doesn't mean that you can't do what you love to do.
Midwest Sporting Goods, once again, back as our sponsor of the Youth Team of the Week. And we're going to head to 4th grade to start us off this year. 4th grade blue at Bixby. And Lauren, you have an intricate knowledge of this team. You're there, see you there at practice. What can you tell us about 4th grade blue?
Yeah, I do have a little intricate knowledge of this team. My son's playing his first year this year, and he's playing on that team. And so it's fun to get out on the youth fields every night and get to watch these guys. And so many of the coaches putting in time away from their families to help these young kids grow a love for the game. And that's the thing that we tell them. Let's make sure we get them all to the high school. And specifically on this Bixby 4th grade blue team, it's coached by Nick David. Doesn't have a kid on the team, just a volunteer. Clint Dishman, Wayne Wyatt, who's an excellent offensive defensive line coach, Jason Schluter, and Randy Curtis. Those guys putting in hours each week. That not only out there at practice, but they're watching film, and I had no idea all the work that goes in behind the scenes on this youth football.
Yeah, there's a lot of days out there at those fields, and as you go along through time, you're going to get to know those more and more, and the parking spots, everything. What time you have to get there and all that, but how much fun are you having?
Well, it's great. I tell you what, I see the kids, having fun, and that's the number one thing. Are you playing hard? Are you having fun? And my hat's off to all these coaches that are making football fun for these kids and introducing them to great fundamentals. All
right, let's talk about Friday night. Jinx Trojans. This is the traditional rivalry. The battle for the river, or whatever you want to call it. It's always a solid game, the last few years especially, and they went down and took out a Mansfield team of their own.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a rivalry, Mart, because we've only beat them once in the last 41 years. So I think we would have to win a few more than that to call it a rivalry. But it's a big game. It's a fun environment for our kids to play in. Tons of fans are there, and it's fun to play Jinx because they're well coached. You know what they're going to do, and you just have to go out and you have to beat them. They're not going to beat themselves.
All right, well, we'll look forward to that. That's Friday night, Spartans and the Trojans at Hunter Dwelly. That'll do it for the Spartan Coaches Show. We'll see you next time. The Bixby Football Coaches Show is brought to you by Roush Coleman Homes, improving quality of life, one home at a time. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Primo Mitsubishi, where the value always exceeds price. Midwest Sporting Goods. Put some Midwest best on you. Nowlin Orthodontics. Live life smiling. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love for the game. Doc's Country Mart. Check us out at okcountrymart.com. BTC Broadband. Stay connected with us. Billings Construction Group. Our service is unequaled. Matthews Ford. Come get your Ford certified vehicle today. And by Baker Pool.